Football League.
On the Bengals sideline, that's head coach Zach Taylor. His guy's one of the final winless teams in football this season, trying to change that here. Along the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Broncos. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Returnable from the one. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a second-year passer from Tennessee. Big quarterback Brock with an even bigger arm, Joe Milton.
And if he replicated his game from last week, Kate, they'd win 9 times out of 10. Last week, it was just the odd case where a 4-touchdown game wasn't enough to do the job. I know he's focused on that one pick, not all the scores he threw. I'd focus on all the good he did and try to reach those same heights right here.
First down.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals. Play fake, it's Milton. That's caught, it's McLaurin downfield. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Stepping up, and he's going to run. Gets him close to 8 on that effort. Nice slide at the edge. That brings up third down.
And it brings up third down.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
The kick by Gano is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
That's a nice kick to begin his game, and make sure an impressive opening drive doesn't come away empty-handed.
Gano ready to send this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. And leading them out is the third-round pick in 2023 by way of Tennessee and West Virginia, Hendon Hooker.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show they really do belong in this league.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
At the 46-yard line.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. He's running it right on the option. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll pitch it out to him. Gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, hauling him to the ground. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to get it with the option. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. But the Broncos will get it back. Whoa, heads up play to recover that one. Now on 4th down, A.J. Cole headed out to handle the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And that's out. We're just waiting for the Spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Gives Montgomery to start the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Running on 2nd with Montgomery. And he's going to get this up to the 23. Stopped just shy there, getting that 1st down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1 yard gain.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down. That's 3rd down.
And he drives this into the pouring rain. Escapes a defender. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this 1st down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
It looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that run. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of it as they get set for 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's on target to Williams. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Gain of 27 on the play. And
a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's brought down after a short gain. I wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now, Milton. It's caught by McLaurin. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals stretch their early lead to 9. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest of the 80s?
Well, maybe like a Tyrese Maxey.
The kids aren't alive, I get it. They weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after a 7-yard gain. And Morrison coming up to make that tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. To him inside. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Hooker will look to throw. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
He has it at the 33. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 41-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. To throw, Milton. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Running out of the gun with Montgomery. Jukes one defender. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
23 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Bengals are out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. They give up the gut to Montgomery. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Tight end in motion left. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Running it after the penalty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Milton now. Set up the screen to Montgomery. Wow, and they're actually going to lose some yardage here as they fail to convert. Now they're facing 4th down.
A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Gano is good. And they come away with some points on that series.
One of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good to get into that rhythm. And start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Turpin with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
To throw, Hooker. Batted away at the line, incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. 2nd down coming up.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now here's Hooker. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's the handoff. Takes out a 1-stop. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
They give to Algier from the gun. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's good. Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They pitch it out to him here. Down the sideline inside the 30. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And some solid blocking there. Springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it really break the backs of the defense.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
Will Anderson on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up
Tries to sneak it. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not off the marker. They've got 1st and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. And somebody jumped on it around the 5. Who's got it? Oh, officials gonna say it's gonna stay with the offense.
Brings up second.
Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm gonna imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate. Will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants? This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Slide's kick is up and good. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
On the return, here comes Xavier Leggett. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bengals, down running back David Montgomery, getting back to work. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
They'll run the draw with Montgomery. It's a nice run in there, gets him 8. 3rd down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Here's Riley Dixon on now for the punt on 4th down. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain. And nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun. He's on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. So it's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, you can have a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
QB runs could be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Hooker set to pass. second straight play, Brock. They're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough third down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. The toss play, Montgomery. And he's out of bounds. Looks like he only got a yard. That's going to set us up with 2nd and 9.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Bengals with a lot of work to do to get into scoring range. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Milton. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
1st down, Bengals.
Here's Milton. Cut down the field. Leggett. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 32. And the Bengals 1st down.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 29.
Now Milton to throw.
The 2nd down pass. The tackle made back.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Milton back to throw. Stays upright. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. It's a 38-yard look here. The kick by Gano is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range. And he's delivering.
Turpin with a return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Broncos get the football. Not a lot of time left in the half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Sending him on the dive. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
That's good.
He takes off with it. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Across midfield at the 48.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
Yard gain on the play. That's good.
To throw his hooker. Gets out of trouble. This one doesn't get much. Down to the 41. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop.
Will Anderson on the tackle.
Throwing here just before halftime. Oh, he's going for it again. Not a lot available to him. It's to the 38. Jalen Walker firing over to take him down.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott, and hope you are really today enjoying that dry studio as the rain continues to fall here in our second half. Turpin with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. Some opening drive points would be invaluable, Brock, trailing by 2 scores as they leave that locker room. They'll run here on first down. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's Hooker. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Short side option here. He's running left. Big play. Pushes them beyond midfield. And he's brought down at the 44. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
That's another Broncos first down.
Lone back gets the handoff. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there for the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
His shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this hasn't been a common sign out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry.
No gain on the play. Brings up
2nd and 10 now.
at the 31-yard line.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Hooker to throw. That one's complete right side. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 40-yard attempt.
Slide's kick is up and good. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Starting at the 10. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Now here comes the Bengals on offense. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Shotgun snap here to Milton. Escapes the pocket. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
First down, they'll run with Montgomery. Down the sideline inside the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10.
Gain of 17 yards. First down.
He keeps this one himself. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. They held their line, and the QB keeper gets knocked.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Under the gun, it's Milton. Delivers another one to Williams. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Bengal first down.
Montgomery gets it from the gun. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Staying on the ground with Montgomery. The second down run good for 4. That brings up third down.
Roquan Smith beyond the tackle. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
The draw. This is Charbonnet. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, came 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward. All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
The kick by Gano is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Turpin with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Broncos back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's an excellent work to drive him all the way out past the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They give it to him again. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Here's 2nd and 14. He'll try and run this. And into the slide he goes after a gain of close to 5, Brock. That will bring up third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught for the first. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On first down, they'll run. Running their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Hooker will look to throw. Quick slant taken in by Pittman. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
QB sneak coming. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stuck him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard
They'll keep
line.
this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
All right, we reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Drive play straight ahead. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
And 8.
And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos now within 1 score of the 4th. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
Extra point is up and good from Slot. And the Broncos get it back to within 6.
19. Broncos 13.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Starting from the 5. Juke the defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Taken in by Williams outright. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They'll run the draw with Montgomery. This goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run again with Montgomery. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Running out of the gun with Montgomery. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Not through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
3rd and long for him here. Rolling left, buying some time. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here. That's going to bring up 4th down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Broncos and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. Now here's Hooker. He keeps it and takes off. Pickup of 12 on that play. The Broncos will have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Handoff now out of the gun. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
It's a gain of 9.
Another carry for him. And that short gain is enough for him to set it down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Here's Algier on first down. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. First down run gets him 6, so now it is second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Home back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that zone read goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. In there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see a crow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should have.
And he does not make it out of the end zone. Just couldn't find his way across. They contain him for the safety. Well, he took that one as far outside as he could. Really exhausted all options trying to get out of the safety. But sometimes there's just nothing you can do to avoid it.
Oh, they had to work for it defensively, didn't they, Kate? Wasn't just going to be some simple tackle in the box in the end zone. Nope. They needed range. They needed speed. Frankly, they needed rage to bring that one down all the way at the edge of the field.
Secures this at the 17. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Well, when this guy's got it going on the ground, Brock, there isn't a more exciting player on the field. And he has certainly been the most fun to watch in this one.
Yeah, he's been fun for you and me, Kate, without this defense. You know, I remember asking Pete Carroll some years ago, is it harder than ever to play defense right now because of all the rules and regulations, everything else? He said, oh, yeah, they throw in these dual-threat quarterbacks. They're a nightmare as well.
No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And that'll bring up second down. To throw, Hooker. That's incomplete on second down. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
To the air, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And the Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a handoff for Algier. This is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Thrown back gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Dude, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
That's another Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. Give him 4 yards before he stops, Bronk. Good 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs at that point, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
No gain on play. It's 4th down.
Not even a little bit. Hold on. Know yourself. Know your worth. My actions been louder than my words. I ain't so.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. They'll run for this. And he can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing after a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And they come back out to the field with something to prove, Brock. You've told me before that it is embarrassing to give up a safety.
It's a little hard, Kate, to run off the field and look at your defensive mates as you've given up 2 points on offense. So, yeah, the last thing they want to do is do that again and instead turn this momentum around.
Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. Charbonnet now up the middle. We'll bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Motioning the tight end left. Running on 2nd with Montgomery. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Looking to throw. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Staying on the ground with Montgomery. Has another lane. And he runs out after a very nice game. They're going to have to hang on to that momentum, though, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So they happily go to a knee here to run out this clock, and they're finally on the board, their first win of the season. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but They didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.